Stop the video right now if you still think you're just a good person, because what I'm about to tell you will shatter that illusion. Back in 1503, a broken man sat alone in a cold Florentine prison. His body was tortured, his career destroyed, everything gone. But his mind, sharper than ever. In that silence, he saw a terrifying truth about human nature, and he wrote it all down. His name was Niccolo Machiavelli. Here's the reality no one tells you. The people you admire, the ones who seem kind, they're strategic, playing a game you didn't even know existed. Right now, someone is studying you, calculating your worth, measuring your weakness, deciding if you're useful or disposable. And you're making it so easy for them because nobody ever taught you the real rules. Kindness doesn't win. Honesty isn't the best policy. Good people rarely finish first. They finish last. Confused, drained, wondering why life punishes them for doing everything right. There are two worlds. First world, the one they teach you in school. Fairness matters, hard work pays off, being good is enough. Second world, where power rules, perception beats reality. The ruthless inherit the earth, while the righteous inherit nothing. You've been stuck in the first world, wondering why nothing makes sense. Step into the second, and once you see these patterns, you'll never unsee them. You'll never trust anyone the same way again. Machiavelli didn't write this for good people or bad people. He wrote it for those tired of losing, done being confused, ready to see reality without the filter. So here's the question. Are you ready to stop being naive? These 7 lessons will either set you free or turn you into a monster. The choice is yours, but you can't make it without knowing the game. So subscribe now and don't miss a single tip that makes you powerful and unstoppable. Drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I'm ready to see the truth. Number 1, your emotions are your enemy. You care too much about what people think, being liked, understood, or seen as good. That caring, it's a leash around your neck. Everyone else is quietly holding it. Machiavelli saw it. Emotions make you predictable. Predictable makes you controllable. Controllable makes you weak. The person who cares less always has the power. The desperate loses. The one who can walk away always wins. As Machiavelli said, the wise man does at once what the fool does finally. The fool gets attached, emotionally, invests, gets desperate, then loses everything, and learns too late. The wise man, he stays detached from the start. He calculates, he observes, he acts with logic, not emotion. Here's how it plays out. Someone in your life matters to you. They know it. They cancel plans, disrespect your time, take you for granted, and you keep showing up. Why? Emotional attachment. Now imagine you cared 50% less, not 0, just less. They cancel the plan. Okay, no problem. And you don't reschedule, you move on. What happens? Suddenly, they check in, they worry, they try to make it up. The power shifted the moment your emotional investment decreased. Someone insults you. Natural instinct, defend, prove, react. That's weakness. Instead, respond with calm indifference. Say, if you say so, and walk away. They're disarmed, confused. Their attack finds nothing to feed on. Cold? Maybe. But it's freedom. People, circumstances, feelings, they change. The only constant? You. Calculated detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you love and act by choice, not need. You engage because you want to, not because you'll collapse if you don't. Think about the calmest person you know, the one who handles chaos like it's just another day. They're not emotionless, they're detached from outcomes. Whatever happens, they'll handle it. That certainty, it comes from not needing any specific result to be okay. Here's your practice. Identify the 3 things you're most emotionally attached to right now: a person, a goal, a situation. Then ask yourself, if this disappeared tomorrow, would I survive? The answer is yes. You always have. That realization is the beginning of detachment. Start creating distance between what you want and who you are. Your worth isn't tied to outcomes. Your identity isn't built on approval. Your peace isn't dependent on things going your way. The goal: reach a state where you engage fully but hold everything loosely. You play intensely, but you don't collapse when you lose. You invest in people, but you don't need them to validate you. You pursue goals, but stay unshaken if they don't happen. That's calculated detachment. That's power. That's how you become someone who cannot be manipulated through emotion. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am whole without external validation. Number 2, study people like prey. You miss patterns because you want to believe people are complicated. They're not. Humans are incredibly predictable once you watch instead of react. Machiavelli spent his entire life observing power, kings, generals, merchants, and he discovered something simple. People repeat the same patterns forever. Whoever sees the pattern first controls the interaction. Machiavelli once said, "Men are so simple and so much inclined to obey immediate needs that a deceiver will never lack victims for his deceptions." People follow their programming like robots. They just don't know it. But you're about to. Here's how it works. Someone you know gets angry when they feel disrespected. That's their pattern. Now you can predict everything. Want to throw them off? Subtly disrespect them. Want to manipulate them? Give exaggerated respect. Want peace? Never trigger their respect meter. One pattern, multiple applications. Another example, someone needs to feel important. It's their core drive. They name drop, tell stories where they're the hero. Constantly position themselves as special. Now you know exactly how to handle them. Make them feel important. They'll do anything for you. Threaten their importance. They'll become your enemy. Ignore them completely. They'll either chase you or disappear. Pattern recognized, power acquired. Most people run on 3 or 4 core needs: validation, control, safety, significance. Watch someone closely. You'll spot which needs drive them. Once you know their needs, you know their buttons. Once you know their buttons, you can push them or protect them. Your choice. Let me give you a framework for the next week. Pick one person. Don't interact yet. Just observe. What do they talk about most? What makes them defensive? What makes them light up? What do they avoid? What do they seek? Within a week, you'll understand them better than people who've known them for years. Why? Because you're studying them like a scientist, while everyone else is just reacting. Now here's where the real power comes in. Someone tries to manipulate you, but you've studied their pattern. You see it 3 steps ahead. You can play into it and let them think they're winning while positioning yourself strategically. Or you can sidestep entirely and watch them waste energy on tactics that no longer work on you. Think about salespeople. The good ones study you in the first 30 seconds. They identify whether you're driven by fear or desire, whether you need social proof or not, and whether you make decisions emotionally or logically. They adjust their pitch to your pattern. That's why you buy what you don't need. Now use that skill in your life. The person always in crisis. They need rescue. You can either get drained or set boundaries. The person who's always competing with you. They need to feel superior. Let them win small battles while you win the war. The person who gossips about everyone, they'll gossip about you too. That's the pattern. Adjust your trust accordingly. Here's the twist. You have patterns too. If you spot yours, you can disrupt them before others exploit you. What triggers you? What do you avoid? What do you seek? Self-awareness is your shield against anyone who would use your patterns against you. Machiavelli studied people because he understood a brutal truth. Humans haven't changed in thousands of years. Same desires, same fears, same predictable behaviors, just wearing different clothes. The person who sees this operates in a different reality than those who think everyone is a unique mystery. Study people like you're preparing for an exam. Watch micro-expressions, word choices, and behavior patterns. Focus on what they do, not what they say. Actions reveal patterns. Words hide them. The person who predicts behavior controls outcomes. The one who understands patterns writes the rules. The one who sees clearly while others stumble becomes untouchable. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I see patterns others miss. Number 3, weaponize your absence. You're everywhere, always available, constantly responding. This kills your value faster than any insult. Scarcity creates value. What's always available becomes wallpaper. What's scarce becomes precious. Machiavelli observed, the most powerful rulers weren't the ones always in public. They were the ones whose appearance was an event. When they showed up, it meant something. When they spoke, people listened. He said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." But here's the twist. You cannot be feared or loved if you're always there. Familiarity doesn't breed contempt, it breeds indifference. Think of your favorite musician. If they released a song every day, would you care? No. But disappear for a year and drop an album. Suddenly, everyone pays attention. Absence creates anticipation. Scarcity creates value. Look at your life. Who do you value more? The person always free when you call, or the one selective with their time? The friend who responds instantly to every text, or the one who takes hours because they're busy with their own life? You already know the answer, yet you keep making yourself the person nobody values. Strategic absence in action means someone reaches out. You have time, but instead of responding instantly, you respond when it's convenient for you. Not games, not manipulation, just respecting your own time so others' urgency doesn't automatically become your priority. Or someone wants to make plans. You're available, but this person has a history of being flaky. So you say you're busy, you create scarcity, and suddenly they're more invested in actually showing up because access to you isn't guaranteed. The payoff of mastering absence. People start planning around you instead of expecting the opposite. Your time becomes respected because it's limited. Your presence becomes appreciated because it's not assumed. Your attention becomes valuable because it's not freely given. But here's the advanced level. Strategic disappearance. It's not just being unavailable, it's disappearing at the right moments. Someone takes you for granted. Reduce your presence. Don't announce it. Don't explain it. Just become less available. They'll notice the void. They'll wonder what changed. If they care, they'll reach out and adjust. If they don't, congratulations. You just learned they never valued you. Your absence revealed the truth. Now you know where to invest your energy, and it's not with them. Think about attraction. The person who's always chasing creates disinterest. The person who's occasionally unavailable creates intrigue. Why? Humans are wired to pursue what moves away and ignore what always approaches. Your absence creates space for people to miss you, wonder about you, and appreciate you, but only if it's real. That means you're truly invested in your own life when you're not with them. Here's your assignment. For the next 2 weeks, cut your availability in half, not for everyone, but for people who take you for granted. When they reach out, sometimes you're busy. When they want plans, sometimes you already have something. When they need help, sometimes you can't. Watch what happens. Some people will step up and start valuing your time. Those are keepers. Others will get frustrated that you're not their on-call emotional support or problem solver. Those just revealed themselves. Thank them for showing you who they are. But the real magic happens inside you. When you weaponize your absence, you're forced to build a life worth being absent for. You develop interests, hobbies, goals, projects, a world that doesn't revolve around being available for others. And that full, rich life becomes magnetic in a way that neediness never could be. The paradox of presence. The less you offer it, the more it's desired. The more you give freely, the less it's appreciated. Master your absence, and your presence becomes a gift, not an expectation. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My absence speaks volumes. Number 4. Control the narrative before it controls you. Truth doesn't matter. Perception does. If you're not controlling how people perceive you, someone else is, and probably not in your favor. Machiavelli understood a lesson most people never learn. Reputation is more powerful than reality. A prince can be generous, but if perceived as stingy, it's as if he is. A leader can be strong, but if perceived as weak, the kingdom falls. Machiavelli said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Appearance is everything." Not because truth doesn't exist, but because most people will never get close enough to verify it. They judge you based on the story they tell themselves, and that story comes from the narrative you project or fail to project. Here's how this destroys people. They achieve something great, but present it casually. Oh, it was nothing. They think humility is attractive. Meanwhile, someone else achieves something mediocre, but presents it like they conquered Everest. Guess who gets more respect? The one who controlled the narrative. You're sitting on accomplishments, skills, and value nobody knows about because you think showing off is wrong. Meanwhile, people with half your ability run the show because they mastered perception. Let me show you how this works. 2 people launch a business. Person A, humble, downplays success, shares little. Person B, posts every win, frames challenges as strategic pivots, shows constant momentum. Both businesses do the same numbers, but investors flock to B, customers trust B, opportunities come to B. Why? Because B controlled the narrative. They shaped perception. In the marketplace of attention, the loudest signal wins, not necessarily the strongest reality. Now, this doesn't mean lie. It means frame. Every situation can be framed multiple ways. You choose which frame people see. Didn't get an opportunity. Don't say I got rejected. Say, I'm evaluating options. Same reality. completely different perception. One looks desperate, the other selective and strategic. Going through something hard? Don't broadcast it. Share the lesson after overcoming it. Saying, "I'm drowning and don't know what to do," is weakness people remember forever. Here's the dark side. People are writing your story in their minds from fragments. If you don't give them the narrative, they create one, usually worse than reality, because humans fill gaps with negative assumptions. Someone sees you quiet at a gathering. They might think you're unfriendly. You were just tired, but that doesn't matter. Their perception is their reality. But what if you controlled the narrative? I'm conserving energy for something big I'm working on. Same silence, completely different story. The framework for controlling narrative. Decide who you want to be perceived as. Then make every visible action align with that perception, not fake, strategic. Want to be seen as reliable? Be selectively reliable with high visibility. Want to be seen as successful? Share wins strategically. Want to be mysterious? Withhold information intentionally. Learn from the masters. Watch politicians. Whether you like them or not, they're masters of narrative control. They don't answer questions directly. They pivot to their talking points. They stay on message. They control what story gets told because they know whoever controls the story controls reality in people's minds. Apply it to your life. Someone asks about your situation. You choose which part of the truth they hear. Not lying, framing. Emphasize some aspects, minimize others. Before their perception shapes you, shape their perception. Here's what most people get wrong. They think being authentic means sharing everything. No, authenticity is being true to yourself. Narrative control is being strategic about what the world sees. You can be both. Your private life can be messy. Your public presentation should be polished. Your internal doubts can be real. Your external confidence should be unshakable. Not because you're fake, but because perception determines opportunities, and opportunities determine outcomes. The brutal truth. Two people with identical abilities. One is seen as a leader, the other overlooked. One is trusted, the other doubted. Same skills, different perception, different life. Stop letting reality speak for itself. It doesn't speak loud enough. Control the narrative why people don't see your value. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I write my own story. Number 5. Exploit reciprocity. You give freely and expect nothing in return because you think it makes you good. It does, but it also makes you forgettable and often exploited. The key: give strategically. That's how you build an army of people who feel indebted to you. Machiavelli noticed, the most powerful people weren't stingy. They were generous, but calculated. They gave in ways that created loyalty. They helped in ways that built obligation. They invested in people who could return value. Machiavelli said, benefits should be conferred gradually so that they may be better enjoyed. Here's the psychology. When someone does you a favor, especially unsolicited, you feel obligated to return it. Reciprocity is hardwired into human behavior. Most people use it accidentally. Masters use it strategically. Let me show you the difference. Person A helps everyone, always available. People take advantage. Help expected, not appreciated. Person B, selective, specific help, visible and meaningful. Recipients feel grateful, indebted, and want to return the favor. Person B, just built influence. How to apply this strategically? When someone asks for help, pause before saying yes. Ask yourself, Is this person worth investing in? Will they remember this? Will they be in a position to help me later? If no to all, energy wasted. If yes, help, but make it count. Go above and beyond. Create a moment they'll remember. Wow, I need to repay this somehow. Identify someone who could be valuable in your network. Identify someone who could be valuable in your network. Help without them requesting it. Connect them, share information, support their project publicly. What you've done is created unexpected reciprocity. They didn't ask, so they feel extra obligated. You helped without pressure, so it feels more genuine. You've just deposited value in the relationship bank. And the best part, they'll look for ways to repay you without you ever asking. But here's the crucial part. Never mention what you've done. Don't keep score out loud. Don't remind them. That erases the goodwill instantly. Give strategically, then let the obligations sit naturally. People remember what you've done. Trust that when you need something, they'll be there. Watch how successful people network. Small favors constantly. Introductions, opportunities, insights. Each is a strategic deposit. When they need something, they have a network of people who feel indebted. This isn't manipulation. It's smart relationship building. But here's the filter. Only invest in people who understand reciprocity. Some always take, never give. They benefit and disappear. Once you spot them, cut off the supply. No free help, no wasted energy. People worth investing in reciprocate naturally. Help them generously. They remember, appreciate, and operate from abundance, not scarcity. You're building alliances. Here's a principle Machiavelli would recognize. The strongest bonds aren't built on love or friendship alone. They're built on mutual benefit. When two people help each other succeed, that relationship survives anything. When it's one-sided, it dies the moment convenience fades. Strategic giving isn't cold, it's intelligent. Time, energy, knowledge, connections, limited resources. Invest wisely. Resources multiply and return. Investing them randomly means they disappear forever. Start mapping your network right now. Who have you helped? Who helped you? Where's balance? Imbalance. Adjust your strategy. Give more to those who reciprocate. Give less to those who just take. Watch your network transform into an asset, not a drain. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I invest in reciprocity. Number 6. Master the art of strategic ambiguity. You explain too much. You're too transparent. You lay all your cards on the table and wonder why people outmaneuver you. Clarity gives people ammunition. Ambiguity gives you options. Machiavelli operated in a world where saying the wrong thing to the wrong person could mean death. He mastered saying everything and nothing at once. The less specific you are, the harder to pin down. The more open to interpretation, the more people project meaning, usually in your favor. Machiavelli said, "The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. But the second method, look at how little he reveals while appearing to reveal everything. That's strategic ambiguity. Here's how this plays out. Someone asks about your plans. You could tell them exactly what you're doing. Now, they can copy you, compete with you, or judge whether your plan is worth supporting, or say, I'm working on some interesting opportunities, still figuring out details. Same question, zero vulnerability. Someone asks your opinion on something controversial. Take a clear position, alienate half the room, or say, there are valid points on multiple sides. It's complex. Avoid enemies while seeming thoughtful. Everyone thinks you secretly agree with them. Strategic ambiguity isn't lying. It's being selectively clear. It's understanding that every piece of information you give away is a piece of power you surrender. The more they know about your plans, the more they can interfere. The more they know your opinions, the more they can use it against you. The more they know your strategy, the more they can counter it. Watch people in high-stakes environments. They never fully reveal their hand. Speak in ways that can be interpreted multiple ways. Commit to nothing while seeming to commit to everything. That flexibility is power. Number 6. Master the art of strategic ambiguity. You explain too much. You're too transparent. You lay all your cards on the table and wonder why people outmaneuver you. Clarity gives people ammunition. Ambiguity gives you options. Machiavelli operated in a world where saying the wrong thing to the wrong person could mean death. He mastered saying everything and nothing at once. The less specific you are, the harder to pin down. The more open to interpretation, the more people project meaning, usually in your favor. Machiavelli said, "The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. But the second method, look at how little he reveals while appearing to reveal everything. That's strategic ambiguity." Here's how this plays out. Someone asks about your plans. You could tell them exactly what you're doing. Now, they can copy you, compete with you, or judge whether your plan is worth supporting, or say, "I'm working on some interesting opportunities. Still figuring out details." Same question. Zero vulnerability. Someone asks your opinion on something controversial. Take a clear position, alienate half the room, or say, "There are valid points on multiple sides." It's complex. Avoid enemies while seeming thoughtful. Everyone thinks you secretly agree with them. Strategic ambiguity isn't lying. It's being selectively clear. It's understanding that every piece of information you give away is a piece of power you surrender. The more they know about your plans, the more they can interfere. The more they know your opinions, the more they can use it against you. The more they know your strategy, the more they can counter it. Watch people in high-stakes environments. They never fully reveal their hand. Speak in ways that can be interpreted multiple ways. Commit to nothing while seeming to commit to everything. That flexibility is power. Let me give you concrete applications. You're negotiating. The other side asks your bottom line. Tell them and lose leverage. Or you say, "I'm flexible," depending on the overall package. You keep your power while seeming reasonable. Someone asks if you're looking for a new opportunity. Say no, doors close. Say yes, seem desperate. Instead, "I'm always open to conversations about the right opportunity." You've positioned yourself as selective, not desperate or closed off. Here's the psychological edge. Ambiguity lets people fill in gaps with assumptions, usually in your favor if you've built credibility. They think you're being humble when you're actually being strategic. They think you're being thoughtful when you're actually protecting information. They think you're complex when you're actually just refusing to be easily read. Balance is key. Too much ambiguity makes you seem indecisive or untrustworthy. The core skill is to be clear enough to appear credible, but vague enough to remain flexible. Here's the framework. Be clear about your values and character. Be ambiguous about your methods and details. People should trust who you are, but they don't need to know exactly what you're doing or how you're doing it. For example, say, "I value honesty and loyalty, clear and trust building. Here's my exact plan for the next 6 months." Unnecessary clarity that makes you vulnerable. Protects you from commitments you might regret. Someone wants you to commit. Yes. Locked in, no, burn bridge. Instead, let me think about how this fits with everything else I have going on and get back to you. You've left the door open while committing to nothing. The most powerful application. Someone tries to trap you. Are you with us or against us? Answer. I'm focused on what's best for everyone involved. You've escaped their binary trap with ambiguity. People will pressure you for clarity. Just give me a straight answer. No. You give the answer that serves your interests. Sometimes straight, sometimes strategically vague. You decide based on what benefits you, not what makes them comfortable. Practice for the next week. When someone asks something that doesn't require a clear answer, give an ambiguous response. Watch how much power you maintain. Watch how others try to read you and can't. Watch your flexibility increase. The clearest people are easy to predict, counter, and defeat. The strategically ambiguous are impossible to corner. They're intimidating because no one ever knows where they stand. Number 7. Cultivate strategic alliances, but trust no one completely. Here's the hardest truth in this entire video. Everyone is loyal until loyalty costs more than the benefit. Everyone has a breaking point. Everyone has a price. Machiavelli saw it happen over and over. Best friends betraying each other, loyal generals turning on leaders, trusted advisors selling secrets. Not because people are inherently evil, but because circumstances change. Self-interest is the only constant. Machiavelli said, "Since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved." But here's the deeper lesson. Don't choose love or fear. Choose strategic alliances based on mutual benefit, maintained through respect and protected by awareness that everyone, including you, is self-interested. Let me destroy some fantasies. That friend who swears they'll never betray you. They will if the stakes are high enough. That partner claiming unconditional loyalty. The condition is just well hidden. That lifelong friend. Circumstances could turn them into your enemy tomorrow. This isn't cynicism, it's realism. Realism protects you from the devastating surprise of betrayal. Build Machiavellian relationships. Create alliances where both parties benefit more from loyalty than betrayal. When the math favors staying aligned, people stay aligned. When it shifts, they don't. Your job: structure relationships where loyalty is the logical choice. For example, you have information someone wants. Give it all, prove trust, or share strategically over time, ensuring they stay aligned to get the rest. Not manipulation. It's smart alliance building. Help someone build success, but in a way where they need you to maintain it. Not through control, but genuine interdependence. Loyalty isn't emotional, it's practical. Practical loyalty lasts longer than emotional loyalty. But the key principle is this: never give anyone complete power over you. Don't tell one person all your secrets. Never become so dependent that losing the relationship would destroy you. Distribute trust across multiple people. Look at it like a financial investment. You don't put all your money into one stock because if it crashes, you're ruined. Trust is the same. Don't place all your trust in one person because if they change, you get crushed. Diversify dependencies, spread vulnerabilities, protect your core. Now, some people might say this kind of talk leads to loneliness. No, it leads to freedom. You can love deeply while understanding humans are fallible. Build meaningful connections while being aware circumstances change people. Naivety versus wisdom. Naive people trust blindly, get destroyed. Wise people trust consciously, build smart alliances, and anticipate conditional loyalty. Here's your strategic framework for alliances. Identify people whose success benefits your success. Build relationships based on mutual elevation. Help them win in ways that require your continued involvement. Make yourself valuable enough that betraying you costs more than staying loyal. At the same time, never reveal everything. Keep cards hidden. Maintain options outside any single relationship. Build a network where losing one connection hurts but doesn't destroy you. Watch for signs of shifting loyalty. When circumstances change, priorities change, and loyalty might too. Don't be shocked. Adjust your trust accordingly. Machiavelli's ultimate insight. The person who expects perfect loyalty from imperfect humans will spend their life disappointed and betrayed. Understand that loyalty is conditional. Build a network of strong alliances that last while benefiting everyone. Not cold, sustainable. Relationships survive changing circumstances. So, there it is. 7 lessons that just rewired how you see human nature. 7 patterns that cannot be unseen now that you know they exist. Emotional detachment gives you power over your reactions. Studying people reveals predictable patterns you can navigate. Your absence creates more value than constant presence. Controlling perception matters more than controlling reality. Strategic giving builds influence through reciprocity. Ambiguity protects you while clarity creates vulnerability. Smart alliances beat blind loyalty every time. If this video opened your eyes, hit like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe. Because we're just getting started. The world belongs to those who understand how it really works. And drop this final affirmation in the comments. I build smart alliances.